Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
The best war stories are almost never written during the war. They are written long after, when the blood runs cooler and values may be seen in their true perspective. Such a story you are about to hear. It occurred during the bloody invasion of Okinawa a half a war ago, but it does not concern itself with valor and glory. It waves no flags. It is a simple story of one soldier's dream. And in a sense, it is a story of every man's dream. The dream that keeps mankind going. The dream of utopia, paradise, or, if you will, heaven. Listen then, as John Lund stars in The Island, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
What can you do with 6 cents? Not much? Don't you believe it. Because for 6 cents a year, you, as an American taxpayer, are helping to provide medical care and nutrition to the underprivileged children of the world. You are doing this through UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund. Created by the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1946, it did such fine work in helping the children in war-devastated countries that in 1950 it was decided to shift the emphasis from emergency relief to continuing aid for the world's children, particularly in underdeveloped countries. Through its maternal and child welfare services, its mass health programs, and its child nutrition program, it is making this world a better place to live in for millions of children. You are a part of the great work being done by this special body of the United Nations, and it costs you only 6 cents a year.
And now, The Island, starring John Lund. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This Corporal Lacey was okay, a good Marine. But the way I looked at it, he'd been hopping too many islands. Battle fatigue can get the best of him. Anyway, here I was somewhere in Okinawa with him, in the middle of the night, and I'd just as lief be anywhere else.
Okay, Tabori. The split trench is deep enough. I guess we're safe for a while.
Where are we, anyhow?
A couple of miles behind the Jap lines.
So how safe is that?
You worry too much, pal, even for a guy on his first patrol.
I've been thinking of it as my last.
Ah, relax like me and you'll live forever.
What's that?
That's nothing. It's just a screaming Mimi. Got some kind of tail adjustment that cuts the wind and sort of screams. The Nips use it to scare us.
They sure succeeded.
You scare easy, pal.
Sure. I'm a pushover for that Schrecklichkeit stuff.
Schrecklichkeit? What kind of jive is that?
It means terror. Frightfulness. The Germans got a whole arsenal of terror weapons.
The Japs got a few themselves. You take the first watch. I'm sacking in.
You going to sleep?
Maybe. Or maybe I'll just sit here and dream a while.
You're sure picking a fine time for it.
Did I ever tell you about my island?
Yeah, you told me.
Well, there's this island, see?
You must have told me 50, 60 times already.
So I'll tell you again. This island, it's a sort of special place. No rain, no jungle rot, no war.
There's no such place.
On this island, a man would never go hungry. All you gotta do is fish a little with the natives. They're all big men and friendly. Not like the Nips. And all the dames are beautiful.
You read too many comic books.
That's where I'm fixing to go, as soon as I find it. Never going back stateside. I'm gonna lay down under that little old banyan tree. I'll rest a while.
I let him rave on.
Maybe fish
What else could I do? Argue with him?
Live off the...
There I was, a couple of miles behind the enemy lines, with a stranger.
Somewhere out there...
His eyes narrowed in a 1,000-yard stare, his rush of words like a nervous twitch. He raved on about a place that don't exist. With big men, beautiful
It's
women.
an island. Real pretty. Different. Like nothing you ever saw. All surrounded by mist.
And then I found myself listening,
Well, they're different.
sort of hypnotized.
Friendly.
I knew I was listening to battle fatigue.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, the corporal had hopped too many islands. He'd seen too much death, too many crack-ups. He was half cracked and slightly dead himself. So what could I do? Argue with him?
Pineapple and bat the breeze with the people. And I'll find me a beautiful girl and we'll... Tabori.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Look, Tabori. Out there. Coming toward us. Over there.
A bunch of them.
No, not a bunch. 4. 3 men and a woman.
They're heading right for us.
Put down that rifle.
What's the matter? You flip or something?
They're not Japs. The men are too big. And the woman... Say, she's beautiful in the moonlight.
Japs or no Japs, I ain't taking no chances.
Knock it off, you jerk. You hit the dame.
Lacey, where you going?
I'm going to see if she's hurt. Come on.
Don't go, Lacey. You know the Japs, it might be a trick.
Don't worry about me. Let go of my arm.
You'll get yourself killed.
Not me, Tabori. I'll live to spit on your grave. Now let go.
Okay. I hope you know what you're doing.
Must be around here somewhere.
Listen.
Came from over there. Come on. Here she is.
Go away. You go away.
Break out your first aid kit, Tabori.
Here.
Look, lady. Let me fix your arm, huh? Look, see? Bandages, adhesive tape, penicillin.
She don't get what you're talking about.
She gets the idea. There, now. That's right, lady. Now, this won't hurt a bit. There. You just got nicked a little in the arm. It's just a flesh wound.
She trusts you.
Yeah, she trusts me more than you do. Didn't I tell you she was beautiful?
You told me a lot of things. How about the men she was with, the big men?
They weren't Japs.
Not Japs? In a pig's eye, they weren't Japs.
No, they're not Japs.
Yeah, you see?
Then, what were they?
They are my people.
Who are you? What's your name?
Named Ducky. Oh, please go away. I must go home.
So go home. Scram. Lose yourself.
Oh, no, you don't.
Let her alone, Lacey.
You keep out of this.
And let her go. Let her go back to her rice paddy.
You still don't catch, Tabori. She ain't from Okinawa. She's from that island. That island I was telling you about.
I'm from Yagachi. Yagachi-shima.
Shima, see? Shima means island.
Yes, island.
And what are you doing here?
I not know. Japanese bring us in canoe.
He's crazier than you are. Whoever heard...
Shut up. Taki. Where is your island? Where is Yagachi Shima?
In the east. In the China Sea. Half a day from Okinawa by canoe.
Canoe?
What's it like, Taki? What's your island like?
Never mind the island. Let's find a canoe. Once you see Lacey with the canoe, we can get back to our lines by water. Taki, can you find the canoe?
Yes, I think I can.
And let's go.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
How many of you have ever broken a window with a baseball? A great many, no doubt, since that seems to be a youthful crime which is fairly common in our country. But suppose your father had come home one night and announced that he was making a new law. From now on, anyone who broke a window would be severely punished. Well, that would probably seem fair enough, until your kid brother happened to remind your father that you'd broken a window in Mrs. Thompson's garage 2 weeks before. What would you have thought if Dad had punished you for that past crime which he had previously ignored? You wouldn't have liked it too well, would you? Well, the men who drew up our Constitution were thinking along those same lines when they included in the first article the statement that no ex post facto law shall be passed. Literally translated, ex post facto means after the event. Thus, by constitutional right, no one can be punished for a crime previously committed before it is legally declared a crime. In other words, punishment of a crime cannot be retroactive. That's how your American Constitution works.
And now, starring John Lund, Act 2 of The Island.
She led us through the wood toward the beach. In the moonlight, her delicate face was like ancient ivory. Her hair was long and black and drawn tight over her head. She was straight and slim. And she walked with dignity. She was beautiful. As beautiful as a dream. Lacey's dream. For a moment, she had me dreaming, too. But only for a moment. And then we were on the beach, and there was a canoe. And leaning against the prow, a Jap sentry. He never knew what hit him.
Hurry up, Taki, in the canoe. Push off, Tabori. You take the bow.
Where to?
Straight out to sea, due east. You know what I think? I think we're gonna make it. Okay, Tabori. We can take it easy now.
I'm not taking it easy until we cross our perimeter.
How you gonna tell at night? Maybe you think they got neon signs?
What are you going to do then?
We're gonna stand by till morning.
I don't know. I think it'd be better to...
Now, whatever you think, you're outvoted. You're outvoted 2 stripes to 1.
You're pulling rank, Corporal?
Why not, knucklehead? This ship has got 1 skipper, and I'm it.
Yeah, you...
If I want any stuff out of you, I'll knock it out of you. I'm warning you. Don't foul up this detail.
So what was I going to do, argue with him? Start a private firefight in the middle of the China Sea? I was getting a little combat weary myself. But Lacey, he was all charged up, as though his crazy dream had come true. Lying on the narrow deck of the canoe, I could hear him droning on about the island.
It's not like other islands, is it, Taki?
Oh, it's different, Yagachi. I wish I could tell you how.
It's pretty, huh?
They're so very pretty, but...
Is the fishing good?
Oh, very good fishing, but...
I knew it'd be like that. I knew it.
And that's the last thing I remembered. I guess I fell asleep. And then suddenly it was daylight and...
Tabori! Look! Tabori!
Huh? What?
Look over there. What do you see?
An island. Just an island.
Not just an island. My island.
How do you know?
Look. Surrounded by mist, just like I said.
Tell it to the Marines when we get back to Okinawa.
Stand by the ram, Tabori. We ain't going back to Okinawa.
Now, wait a minute.
I don't want no more trouble from you, Tabori.
And don't make any, or... Where's...
You looking for your rifle? Don't bother, because I got it right here. Now, get your rump forward.
You're crazy.
Move, Tabori. You're flirting with a Purple Heart. Now, lean on that paddle. That's right. We're heading for Yagachi.
Our canoe scraped the coral beach at Yagachi about 4 hours later. Lacey was right. It was a lovely island.
Well, here we are. Seeing's believing, huh, Tabori?
Funny. So close to Okinawa, and this place looks like it never heard a shot fired in anger.
Where are your people, Taki?
A long way over hills. But you must not come. You go back now.
Oh, no. I'm sticking around. How about you, Tabori?
I came this far. I'll sweat it out just for laughs.
You're going to laugh out of the wrong side of your
What do
face.
you mean? It's not too rough.
Just a figure of speech, Taki. Let's go. The trail snaked upward. Pine trees and casuarinas rattled in the sweet, strong wind from the China Sea. In the fields were raspberry bushes. There were lilies in the swordgrass and scarlet flowers. But I was looking for people. The big men of Lacey's dream. The girls all as lovely as the girl walking beside us. I was tense with expectancy at each bend in the trail. But Lacey's tensions had vanished. He had lost them because he had found Taki.
Rob, Bert, Racy.
No, Taki. My name is Lacey. I'll try it again.
Racy.
Lacey. L like in. Well, this is a lily. You are a lady.
And you're loco.
Tabori, I'm going to cold cock you.
You're so funny, Racy, when you must.
You laugh nice, Taki.
It's the first time in 5 years. It's the first time I'm so happy.
Yeah, me too. I've been dreaming about you for so long. I always knew I'd find you.
I never forget what you say.
I'll never let you forget.
Oh, Racy.
No, Lacey, honey. L I can love.
They walked on together. The tall Marine and the slim girl with the ivory skin. Now and then she'd look up at Lacey and a pained expression clouded her face, as though she were afraid to believe him. But I did. The loneliness, the weariness of war, the refuge in a dream. Very soon now, that dream would burst like a bubble or become reality. I had to find out.
In just a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Now, suppose that someday you want to know the best way to plow land, irrigate fields, or terrace your sloping acreage. Just ask the Department of Agriculture engineers, who are also the ones to ask for advice in constructing the buildings and potato cellars and seed beds on your farm. What's more, if you need electric power on your farm, the department's electrical engineers will give you the help you need. Do you suppose you'd ever want to know the best way to can vegetables, or make clothes, or what special shoes to buy, or need some help in planning the right kind of meals? If you ever do, just write to the Department of Agriculture for the answer. The Bureau of Home Economics writes booklets on almost everything that goes on in your household. If you want to set up a practical bookkeeping or accounting system to help budget and control your farm expenditure, the Department of Agriculture will help you work out the best system for you. They will also give farmers advice on money matters, sometimes even help with cash loans, or help you to be sure your prices for your farm products are fair to you and to the buyer. All in all, the Department of Agriculture sounds right neighborly, doesn't it?
And now, starring John Lund, Act 3 of The Island.
It was a tough, hard climb, but finally we reached the summit. And down below it in a little valley was the village of Taki's people. And floating up to us was a strange, sad sound.
Maybe it's what you call a ceremony or something.
Yes, it is.
Maybe it's for us. I bet they know we're coming.
No. It's for the dead.
What happened, you suppose? The war?
War not here. It's just my people die.
Well, everybody's people die. It's got to happen sooner or later.
Yes. Sooner or later.
It's like I always say, here today, gone tomorrow.
I never heard it so well put.
Tabori dropped dead.
Ah, dry up. Let's go, Taki. As we went down the mountainside, the singing stopped. When we got to the village, it was deserted. Taki stopped us at the edge of the clearing.
If you wait here, I come back soon with Father. He speaks English good.
You gonna stay here on the island with me, Tabori?
No, Lacey, I just want one good look at your big men and beautiful women in their native habitat. Then I'm shoving off Okinawa.
Still skeptical, huh?
Yeah. Something screwy about this place. I'm not sure what it is, but I gotta find out, or it'll drive me crazy the rest of my life.
You mean crazy like me?
I didn't say that.
Since we left Okinawa, you've been giving me a bad time.
It was mutual.
And now you call me crazy.
I know what I said.
I know what you think. I know what you'll do once you get back to Okinawa. You'll tell the MPs I went over the hill. You'll tell them where I am. And they'll come after me.
You are crazy.
I'm just crazy enough to make sure that you keep your trap shut. Remember, Tabori? I said I'd be around to spit on your grave.
Lacey, stop kidding around with that rifle.
I ain't kidding. I'm going to kill you, Tabori. But first, you're going to see I was right. I want to see the expression on that smart aleck face of yours when you admit it. And then I'm going to kill you. Here they come. Get over there by that tree and keep your mouth shut.
Yes, Father Hoffman, Lacey.
You the head man?
I suppose you could call me that.
Well, you're not an Oriental.
No, Austrian. But what can I do for you?
I want to stay here with Taki.
I'm afraid you can't.
I'll work my way.
That's not the point. You can't.
I don't want no arguments.
You cannot stay.
Why not?
She's a leper.
But she's so beautiful.
I know, my son. But in 3 years, 5 years.
Oh, Taki.
I tried to tell you at first, but I not know how. And then I could not even if I want to. I wanted to last another hour, another minute. Goodbye, Lacey. I never forget you.
I won't forget you either. It was like a dream come true. For a while it was.
Goodbye, Lacey.
Padre, what's this all about?
It's quite simple. Horrible and simple. 2 nights ago, the Japanese came to the leper colony. They took more than half my patients to Okinawa and headed them toward the American lines.
But why?
To disrupt your advance. There was no chance of contagion, but, well, my patients aren't all as beautiful as Taki.
I see. Schrecklichkeit.
Exactly. A weapon of terror.
Tabori,
Yeah, Lacey?
I guess we better move out. You ready, pal?
Yeah. It's a long road back to Okinawa.
Yeah, for me, the road back is longer than that.
Suspense, in which John Lund starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Island by Millard Kaufman. Supporting Mr. Lund in The Island were Lillian Bayef, Joe DeSantis, and Hans Conried. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.